You're not impressed. Oh, well, thank you for that spontaneous applause, everybody. It really does. Okay, just kidding. Here we go. Tricks. Double flips. Triple flips. A whole lot of flips. Let me show you some of my harder tricks. Like off my chin. Off my nose. And off my beautiful bald head. All right, here's the really hard stuff. Mad skills. Check this out. Behind my back. Whoa. Wait. Save it up. Harder still. Behind my other back.
Someone's calling.
No, check it out. Here we go. Behind all my backs. Oh, yeah. The bald guy can juggle. Oh,
That's cool.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right. When I juggle under my right knee, everyone please say, ooh. Let's try that. Under my right knee.
Ooh.
And when I juggle under my left knee, you all say, you've seen my show before. Here we go. Under my right knee.
Ooh.
Under my left knee.
Ah.
Under my right knee.
Ooh.
Under my left knee.
Ah.
Under my high knee. All right. We're going to get the show started in just a minute. We'll let this group come in. Welcome. Thanks for coming in so nicely, everybody. Boy, I love this festival. It's a truly awesome festival.
How long could my videos be? Oh yeah, it's as long as I want, I think.
All right. Since we're still waiting, maybe I'll grab a fourth club.
A fourth one!
I haven't actually tried this in a while, but I'm going to try a tough trick. I'll attempt to kick the fourth club from the floor into my pattern and keep all four clubs going. I actually haven't done this in a long time, so it may take me a couple tries. All right, here we go. Hold your applause until they're all in the air. Here we go. Oh.
Whoa! That's so
Oh! Thank you very much.
wow!
Thank you. Wow, we have a full group this time. I like it.
So blurry.
Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started so we have enough time to fit everything in. Everybody, it is such an honor and a pleasure to be here. I truly love this festival, and I love coming to Portland. My name is Hardy, H-E-A-R-T-Y, Hardy. There's my heart. And I'm from a group called Earthcapades, and I'm a storyteller, a juggler, an acrobat, a unicyclist, a surfer, a comedian, a father, and an all-around bald guy. And they brought me here all the way from where I live, just south of San Francisco, to inspire everyone to protect it, respect it, and keep it clean. As you know, today we're learning all about agua, mai, mezu, voda, paani, shoer, vaser, nam, tubig, water, also known as H2O. And I really like getting everyone involved in my show. So we'll start with a little audience participation, and we'll start with just the students, all the kids. When you see and hear me say and sign water, just make a big H with your arms and call out H. Now, this is the American Sign Language symbol for the water, for the word water. It's like a W you put up to your chin. I'll do water, students. H, here we go. Water. Great, let's do that one more time. Water. Perfect. Adults, it's never too late for that happy childhood. You get to play too, but I'll keep it really simple for you. After the students say H, adults simply make a peace sign and call out 2. Here we go. Water. H. Oh, yeah. Give the adults a hand. They did a great job. They deserve your applause, I'm telling you. Where would we be without adults? Yeah. Not here, right? All right. After the adults get all 60s on us and make the peace sign, then everyone get round and make a big O. Let's take it from the top. Here we go. Water.
H. 2. O.
Water.
H. 2. O.
Yeah. Now, water is precious. We completely depend on it for so many things. I mean, most of our bodies are water, most of our brains are water, and most of the planet is covered with water. We could not survive. There is not a human that can survive a week without drinking water. We need to stay hydrated. We need to drink plenty of water to stay healthy and alive. And we need to keep the water healthy as well. Water pollution is a huge problem that affects our water. And in nature, everything is connected. Pollution, litter, trash, out on the street, it can get carried into one of these storm drains. And we all see these out on the streets. They're important because they keep the streets from flooding when it rains on days like today. And we love the rain because that rain and the snow up in the mountains becomes the water that we use for everything we depend on water for. But what happens when trash goes into the storm drain, people often don't realize or sometimes forget that what goes into those storm drains, it goes directly out to nature. Here's a picture of a typical city street, and the street's cut away so you can see what's going on underneath. You can see on the street there's plenty of trash. There's some litter here. I'm not sure what that is. Someone washing their car up here. And you see that dog, ew. So when it rains or even when it's windy, all that pollution can get carried into these storm drains here on the corners and on the street. And it goes into this yellow pipe, which goes directly out to nature. It goes into the creeks, to the rivers like the Tuolumne River, and then eventually to the ocean. The red pipe goes to a sewage treatment plant. That's when we flush the toilet. The water from our homes, that actually gets treated, where they filter and clean it and treat it and then release it back into nature. But what goes into the storm drains is direct. It goes right out to nature. And like I said, it goes through the rivers and eventually to the ocean, which is where I love to surf. Now, surfing is my passion. I've been surfing since I was 6 years old, and I still go surfing every chance I can. I truly love surfing. In fact, I'm on a little break from surfing right now because just last week, my board flipped over. I got some backwash. Board flipped over, and I landed right on my fin, and I have a bunch of stitches in my leg. Luckily, my neighbor is a doctor, and she stitched me right up there on the beach. Pretty lucky. But meanwhile, I do truly love surfing, and I'm always amazed after it rains how much more trash washes up on the beach. And that's because it comes through those storm drains. Every time I come in from surfing, I always pick up, oh, there's a picture of me having some fun in the water there, right where I live. Every time I come in from surfing, I do pick up a few pieces of litter. And I think if every surfer did that, we'd have much cleaner beaches. But if we're all responsible to not litter in the first place, to get our trash in the trash, our recycling in the recycling, and to create and use less plastic, then this pollution problem in the water would not be the huge problem that it is. Out and by far, most of the pollution that ends up in the water is plastic. And plastic, it never goes away. It breaks down into smaller and smaller little pieces, but it never completely dissolves or disappears. And they say anywhere in the ocean now, where you do a sample of water, you will always find plastic. There are some great efforts to clean this up. And in the meantime, we just need to be creating less plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is an entirely human-caused problem. And it so poorly affects the wildlife. Birds, animals, fish, they think it's food. They try to eat it, and it can hurt them or truly even kill them. Now, this next picture really got to me, and it's not because there's a dead bird. You know, I actually live on the beach, and I see dead birds and dead seals often. It's just a part of the cycle of life. But what's not natural here is when this bird began to decompose, you can see how much plastic was inside it. And if you do an internet search, you can find so many of these pictures. And there are now whole species that have become extinct because of our overuse and abuse of plastic. Does anybody know what plastic is made from? Yes, right here. He's thinking. He's still thinking. You forgot. It's okay. I forget all the time. I'd forget my hair if it wasn't attached to my head. Oh, right. I'm bald. Yeah. It's actually petroleum, oil. It's made from oil, which is a finite resource, a non-renewable resource, which means once we use it up, it's gone. What we have is what we get. And as I said, plastic never goes away. So we can do our part to use less plastic in the first place by reusing things and reducing the amount of plastic that we use. And we can even go on trash cleanup events. It can be so rewarding to get together with people, put on some rubber gloves, but only pick up safe trash. Nothing gross or disgusting like Kleenex or Band-Aids. Nothing sharp or dangerous like broken glass or needles. Mostly all you find are cans and bottles. And what do you do with those? Recycle them so they can make them into new things, which makes them have to make less in the first place. All right. Now, this first routine that I want to do for you, it demonstrates